1998, she played Commander Valerie Archer in the Star Trek Voyager episode In the Flesh. You know her as Ellen Tigh in the new BattleStar Galactica. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see here. Next, he plays the evil president of the 12 colonies. Okay, I think he's in there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Callis. All right, I want all the ladies in the room to take a deep breath. And a few of the guys too, I'm thinking. He plays flight deck, whatchamacallit, Galen Tyrrell. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Douglas. Our next guest is a twofer. Not only did he play Apollo in the original BattleStar Galactica, he also plays Tom Zarek in the new BattleStar Galactica, a longtime friend of DragonCon. Please welcome Mr. Richard Hatch. And a little surprise, a little last minute sneak. He plays Hilo. And I still can't walk in front of the speakers, can I? Okay. No. Richard, you were here for this panel last year, and you did a great job. And considering that you brought so many of your castmates with you this year, I'm going to designate you as moderator of the panel. And I believe we've got some floating microphones out. So if you have a question for our panelists, we're going to ask you to come up to the microphone. We're not going to call you if you raise your hand in your chair. There's one over there. I think we might have another. We'll have each of our panelists say a couple of opening remarks, and then we'll get to your questions. And thanks a lot, and have a great time.
So because nobody here knew who I was, my name is Kevin Grazier. I work as a science advisor on Galactica, and I'm also a longtime Trek fan. In fact, I'll kind of leave this hanging, but if it were not for Trek, I wouldn't be working on Galactica. So I'm looking forward to this panel. That's all I'll say for that.
He's a NASA nerd. By the way, Kevin is also the science consultant for Eureka. You owe me a couple of free drinks, Kevin. And maybe one or two of your girlfriends that are going to become, I know.
But you just verified, you're guaranteed there won't be 3 or 4.
Carlos Pedraza. I didn't realize we were going in order. I write and help produce Star Trek New Voyages. How many people have seen Star Trek New Voyages? Excellent. The only Star Trek currently in production these days. Continuing to fight the fine fight in the final frontier. That's a lot of Fs. I was on the panel last year with Richard and John down over there. We had a really great time, and I expect we'll have an even better one this year.
Okay, we're going. Okay, hi everybody. This is my first convention ever. And I have to say, the spirit here is so exciting. It's just so, it's adult Halloween.
And a few other holidays.
So I'm just thrilled to be here. This is, obviously my first panel, and I'm flying by the seat of my pants, which sort of represents my character, and we'll see what happens. Thank you.
You want some liquor?
Maybe later.
Hi everybody, this is my first time in Atlanta, Georgia, so this is this is an amazing place to be. I actually get vertigo every time I look up, which is strange for somebody who spends a lot of time on a spaceship. But it really is great to be here, it's great to see you all here, and I hope we all enjoy it.
And it's really great to be here. It's amazing to be here it's amazing to last 1 or 2 years in the acting industry, and I consider myself very fortunate to still be around after 30, 40 years. And my one major concern was when I got to play the role of Tom Zarek on BattleStar Galactica. They had me on the prison barge. And I was so sad when they moved me out of the prison barge in the second show because, being on BattleStar Galactica, I truly never got laid, okay? But I felt that
we almost got it going on.
I've heard something about prison barges.
It's great to be here, and I feel it's Richard tremendous blessing to have been part of both shows, and thank you so much for coming here today. And I also happen to be, and I don't mind saying it, I'm a big, big Star Trek fan as well.
There seems to be some affinity for Richard Hatch's in prisons. I don't
know. My name is Aaron Douglas, and I'm an alcoholic. It's not Tuesday, is it? I'm sorry, wrong meeting. Yeah, no, I'm thrilled to be here. I'm honored to be sitting beside one of my heroes as a kid growing up, and one of the truest gentlemen and wonderful human being, Mr. Hatch. And yeah, that's it.
This is a real cool place for a fangirl to be. And I'm doubly happy because Richard Hatch turned out to be one of our best mentors out in LA when we moved out here. And he's partially responsible for our filmmaking career, so I'm really pleased to be here with him.
Debbie, don't forget to tell them how what we did inspired you to go into some of your lovely romantic novels that you're even more famous for. Would you?
Yes, he was a big inspiration.
About 9 inches.
Hi, everybody. I'm Hilo. I know I wasn't supposed to be here, but I was getting texts from Aaron for about 2 days straight telling me I was a madman for not showing up. So I jumped on the plane last night. And of course, Jules, where are you? Wave at everyone. She's mostly responsible for me showing up. She organized my flight last minute, called me up at like 6 o'clock last night, said, "We've got a flight for you at 8:30, can you make it to the airport?" And I said, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. So I got here this morning. And it's great to be here. It's my first time in the South.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, it's good for a fanboy to be up here too.
I'm sitting beside you.
Last year when I was here, my fiancée was with me, who's now my wife. She couldn't be here today, but she was just vaguely aware that there was this show called BattleStar something or other. And I got on the panel with Richard, and afterwards she was like, "What is this show all about?" And I've never really watched it. And So she started watching